Hello everyone, it's Red the Frisco 1522. Here's something that I wanted to make because of the second anniversary of the RTC. So it's a history video of how the RTC came to be. As you know, the first RTC episode aired on May 31st, 2019, and no earlier or no later than May 31st, 2019. If you look on my channel, you can see that I made 6 episodes in one day, and then no more until September or August. Yeah, it was September. So I continued to work on the RTC in August of 2019 when I met my new crush Kiara. Going into September of 2019, we had hits like the episode 9 and episode 10, and following up into Halloween of 2019. Part 13 was one of my personal favorite classics in the entire show. But then after I uploaded part 14, something happened. My crush Kiara moved to Denver, and I was stuck here in Florida, never seeing her again. So that explains why I didn't upload an RTC episode for a whole month. And then part 15 came around. It was just supposed to be a piece of art, just so I can get over what I had recently experienced. Then New Year's came around. It was the last video I made in the decade. Wait, oh! I reached 50 subs! I reached 50! In that situations you had in the previous year. Yeah, so as you can see, it was the first good episode I had in a long time. Going into the new decade, things started to change, as you know. You all know what happened. I didn't post for another 2 months because I was afraid that I was going to die because of the virus. So ever since this video, I acted like I did, like my time did pass. But I just couldn't take it anymore because another idea popped in my head. Part 18 came around, and with the same old cruddy intro I used since me and Kiara met. So as you can see, my video quality has gotten better because I finally got over it. As you can see, Jesse is pulling some express that I forgot the name of, and then he passes Randall, which was lost in the show's history. Then part 19, 20, 21. So here's my friend's personal favorite, who took my premium coaches. So, as you can see, I am certified for YouTube Kids, unfortunately. Huh? Where's the YouTube Kids thing? Oh, never mind. Anyways, let's watch the first few minutes of it. Anyway, I better start now. Sorry, I had a little clogged up throat this morning.
Driver, are you ready for this? What is it We're gonna have spare episodes this summer, and we're going to fill the whole summer break.
You heard that Jesse was going to fill the entire summer with RTC's episodes. So sorry, boy, but you only made 1, 2, 3. You only made 4 episodes in the entire summer. Oh, 5. And then the war special came around, which had them teleported into trains. So in part 5, Logan was rebuilt into a 280 like he was in the summer of 2020. Well, one year after he was accidentally created because I was bored. Then you know what came after the after part 23. The K&M made its way onto my channel. And for the next few months, all the way up into the present, every episode would be circled around the New Coven Northern or Cadenville. After part 27, there was no more of the classic RTC cast that we grew up with technically, because you're 2 years older now. So part 30 rolled around, and it was a hit. I think it aired on Christmas Day of 2020, and it was featuring Annie from the New Coven Northern Railroad. This detail I forgot the name of, pulling a train over the interchange, but then they crashed into a coach, and it took until this year to fix. You know, so going into 2021, we saw Grant in the first episode of 2021. It was circled around him like almost every other episode in the RTC so far. So he takes this train of beehives, and they were noisy by the what the script said. So he goes up into the mountains, and when he reaches Blue Sky Mine, he cannot take it anymore, and then.
But you don't know these. You know what I mean.
And then a bee came and stung him, and well, So then Southern tries to cure it, and then it just makes it even worse. In part 32, the second episode of the entire year, a narrow gauge train crashed into Midtown Station, causing it to go on fire. As you can see in this frame, it's smoking. Part 33, I don't know why I made that, but it definitely wasn't popular. In part 34, we saw the narrow gauge again, and that was the last time we ever was going to see the New Coven Northern narrow gauge railway. So the beginning was simple. What was his name again? Eric went into the mine. And it was going to come out with some rocks, but then he got lost in the mines, and then he crashed into a set of buffers. The next morning, the second engine went into the mine, but there was a problem. The supports came unstable. But then he got stuck in the mine because the supports finally gave way. Oh, it was Theodore. The name was Theodore. So Eric and I came to the rescue and saw what the problem was.
I've been stuck in here for almost half an hour now. Yes, now get me out of here. You think they hit me? I know. Do it faster. Shut up.
Part 35 marked the last day of my ownership of the New Coven Northern. So, as Caveman took the leadership of the New Coven Northern. Okay, so part 36 rolled around, and you seem better. Then the Cadenville special rolled around, and yeah. Part 38 came into view, and and it was a story of K-Man's first day. And he got the train's assignments all mixed up, and the K&M was running like it was like it was the Great Depression. The 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 40s came around, and stuff like Return to Sender and Grant and Chris, the Craig and the Sunset came around. Part 42, which was the first episode, the feature credits, and the She Is Back special, which saw Annie for the first time in a month. Yeah, so we go through this part, and then we get to this music video, and part 40 something, part 45, the stressful day, had this great montage of Daylight pulling a 20-car train up the gradient. But then when he reaches the summit, things go wrong. He then hits a branch, and you know what happened. He was lodged in the branch for 3 hours. Hits like K-Man the engine followed after, where K-Man gets transformed into a freaking steam locomotive. Naturally surprised by this, he yells Grant's name, and then he sees what happened. And then Annie came up. Then hits like part 47 and 48 came. And then part 49 came, which was the last episode until the reboot, which everybody loved and was better than any reboot we've ever seen in this century. Remember, it's only 2021, so there might be better reboots, but how it is now, I disagree. Reread 50 episodes! With new intros, new layout, new characters, Easter special, teaser for comeback, Daylight comes back into service after a month. Well, that brings us into the present. I hope you guys like this video showing the history of the RTC and how far we came. Anyways, like and subscribe, and thanks for 50 subscribers.